Hey guys, Jamil here with Aravaipa, and I thought I would come to you today with a little bit of an update on what's going on with Aravaipa running and with our races, our events, and kind of the direction across the summer. So the last time we did this, it was myself and Haley, and it was, I think, in mid-March, right around the time that we had to do our first race cancellations and postponements. So wanted to give you guys a current state of affairs, what we're planning to do over the summer, and so on and so forth. So starting out, just first want to thank everyone. Today is the last day of the Aravaipa Strong virtual race. We are excited to see the results pouring in and all of the amazing swag you guys have gotten. We really appreciate the support. It's really helped us to keep our staff more or less almost fully employed here at Aravaipa Running, with creating all of the amazing awards and also keeping busy with managing this event. So our race directors are hopefully interacting with you guys, answering your questions and compiling those results for you. So as far as results submissions go for Aravaipa Strong, if you guys haven't done so, please do that on the results website. There's a link if you go to Aravaipa Running and hit results at the top. Cool thing about our results tab is that they are instant. So as soon as you submit your results, you'll see them in the standings and you'll see where you place. Now, a quick reminder for virtual events in general, we are going by elapsed time. So if you are doing the 10K, the marathon, the 50 miler, as soon as you start your first run, that's the start of your race, and it doesn't end until you complete the full distance. So we don't want to see your moving time that is shown on Strava. We want to see your total elapsed time. That's really the only way to make a fair comparison as far as our podium awards go and for comparing your run to other people. So keep that in mind. Let's get to our current race calendar. I'm just going to pull it up on our event website. The next one upcoming that was not postponed or canceled was the Adrenaline Night Runs coming up May 15th, and unfortunately we have been forced to cancel that event. So it's not a postponement. We of course have a bunch of night runs scheduled for this summer. This was supposed to be a run and a ride. We had a mountain bike race Friday night, a trail run on Saturday. Just with how close we are to that event, we wanted to give 3 weeks notice, which we did so. There's no way we can hold an event with several hundred people. It's not the right thing to do at this point in time, and it's not something we're going to be doing. So we have canceled that race. For those of you who are entered, you have a couple options. We're doing a deferment to next year, so you can enter the 2021 Adrenaline Night Runs. We'll just transfer straight away. You can also get a complete credit, so 100% of your credit to be used for any other race, or you can take the virtual option. And that brings me to my next point and announcement. We are launching a virtual Insomniac series. We did a quick video on this the other day, but it is going to be a 6-race series. So we're starting with Adrenaline, and that'll be the 18th through the 24th. How each of these is going to work is we're going to have a 1-week period where you can do your race. You sign up for an exact distance, and the distances are unique. They are unique to each race. So for Adrenaline, you can do a 6K, 10K, 15, 25, or 50K. Those are the true distances at Adrenaline. So the actual course is at McDowell Park, but now it's open to anyone. So if you live in Florida, if you live in Europe, if you're in another part of Arizona and you normally don't drive to our summer night runs, you can now participate, which we think is really cool. Those events are known for their party vibe, and we're going to be doing some unique things. So we have a party stream on the Saturday night of the run, so you can either join us and run while watching the stream, hang out. We're going to have a virtual DJ. We'll be doing all kinds of fun things with that. Or you can do your run earlier in the week and just kick back, grab your beverage of choice, and hang out with us for a couple hours. We'll be like I said, doing some fun stuff there. What I didn't mention in our Insomniac video earlier is that we are adding something unique, and this was inspired by our very own employee, John Moroshik. He ran the Corona 230, so he added up all the distances of the Aravaipa Strong races, 230 miles. He ran them all in the last 10 days. We wanted to offer a reach goal, something bigger for Insomniac. So they normally top out at around a 50K distance. We're offering something called the Dawnbreaker. It's going to be a belt buckle award, so you basically essentially add on the belt buckle to your order and you're entered in the Dawnbreaker. So you'll be running each of the distances. So for adrenaline, you run all the ones I just mentioned from 6K up to 50K. That adds up to 106K, but you have all week. So we recommend doing each of the distances as their own runs. So run a 6K, run a 10K, a 15K, 25K, and a 50K. Do those maybe one night per week. Or if you want to do more than one, just start and stop your watch, but make sure they all add up to 106K. You'll submit that and you'll earn that Dawnbreaker buckle. Now, for those of you who are truly possessed, you can sign up for the Possessed Series Pass. Now, this is all 6 races from May through September, Dawnbreaker at all of them. So you will run over the course of the next 4 months every single distance offered in the entire Insomniac series, and you will be part of the Possessed crew. So we have, I think, 3 people already signed up. We hope there's more, but you will get part of your package, all 6 of the Dawnbreaker belt buckles, all of the medals from each individual race, all of the swag and goodies, and an included personalized belt buckle holder for all 6 of these. So this is something brand new. We've never offered anything like this before, and we are pumped about this option. It's 730 kilometers of racing, 453 miles over the course of 4 months. The question is, are you possessed enough to step up to the plate and to do it? I think it's going to be a fun time. It's going to be a great way to keep motivated, keep connected to Aravaipa throughout the entire summer, and to achieve something. It's a big goal. I mean, it's an audacious goal. It's not just 730K of running, it's 730K of racing over the course of the summer. It's going to be a rad time. So check it out. We've got the link on the website, aravaiparunning.com. Those are going to be happening approximately every 3 weeks throughout the summer, so check them out. We also have the Limitless Vertical Challenge. That's coming up right after Adrenaline, so May 25th through the 31st. Get your climbing legs on. We're going climbing, so we're hitting the vert. Now you're going to be shooting for different levels in this one, anywhere from 1,250 feet, that's level 1. That's the height of the Empire State Building. So you climb that high, and that's your achievement there. All the way up to a double Mount Everest, 58,000 feet of climb. I don't think many people are going to be doing that. You guys might prove us wrong, but that is probably going to be upwards of 8 hours of climbing per day is my estimate. You've got to do 8,000 feet of climb. So good luck with that. I don't know if I'm doing that one. So let's move on to our in-person races. This is important. It's the question you guys are all asking. It's a balance. We don't want to cancel too early in case that we can hold these events. For us, fortunately, we can pull off most of our events with 3 weeks notice. So we're kind of waiting until that 3-week mark. Now, for races that are further out of town for us, and also just there's more people that travel to them, we'll give you more notice. So things like Silverton, things like Tushers, things like Haviline 100, if it comes down to some sort of a cancellation, we do plan to give you as much notice as we can while still holding out hope that we can hold the races. Now, for current registrations and signups, we have paused all Aravaipa in-person events. So you currently cannot give us any money for any races. We appreciate you. If you want to support us immediately, go and sign up for the virtual races. That's the best way to support us right now, because we can actually hold those events today. We can recognize that revenue today, essentially. So if you want to support us in the short term, sign up for virtual, and hopefully we can get back out in real life soon. Now, the Insomniac races, there's already been some questions if we will hold the in-person races. If we can, yes. So if there is a chance to hold the races later in the summer, we will hold them both. We'll have the virtual races going on, we'll have the in-person races going on. Now, if you want to sign up for the virtual series, turns out maybe the last 2 races happen in person. We don't yet have a program to make that happen, but you'll likely have to pay a little bit of difference. You know, there's a lot more costs associated with putting on an in-person race. We've got park permit fees, we've got restrooms, we've got impact fees, we've got staff that needs to set up everything, volunteers, volunteer swag, etc. So we will communicate with you guys as we get closer individually per race. So if you want to get into the virtual series now, you can do it. It won't be a lost cause. And for those of you not in Arizona, this is your chance to participate. And if we do have that in-person race, our party stream is going to include a live element at the races themselves, which will be, I think, really cool. Now, coming up, our next set of races. So it was supposed to be June 12th and 13th, Blackout and Big Pine. Pretty big race we have coming up. Unfortunately, we are postponing it as of this point in time. We're now moving it to August 7th and 8th. So it's still penciled in at this point. We have changed the website. Everyone will be rolled over to that new date, and we're just gonna have to see. The Made in the Shade Beer Festival was also moved to that weekend, so we're still aligning with that, which is really exciting. And man, I hope we're out there because I'm really starting to miss racing. Steep Camp Sunrise, this is a June 6th event. We are currently waiting to see on that one, but we will make a decision probably within the first week of May. So in the next 2 weeks, we'll make a decision on Steep Camp. That is a smaller event. We might be able to hold it with a few people and keeping it rather small. We will try and figure that out as soon as possible. And that kind of basically brings us up to our Silverton events. So currently Silverton's on lockdown. They aren't letting anyone else in town besides residents. So we're not pulling the trigger too soon, but we are gonna keep an ear out for Hard Rock and what they decide. That will likely have an influence on what we ultimately do as well. I think that's the major updates for now. In essence, a couple updates on our postponements, cancellations, and our current registrations. So yeah, as far as registering for in-person events, if you have one you'd like to sign up for, please go to the Ultra sign up page. Please put your name down. We are taking a wait list and there's no fee or associated cost to do so. Go ahead and enter and it will lock you in. So you'll have a spot reserved. When we know the race can happen for sure, we will email you and you'll have a chance to accept or decline, and only then will your card be charged. A little update on Cocodona. We were supposed to be doing a big team Cocodona pre-run. Because of the restrictions, things going on right now, it's only Steve Adderholt, our race director. He's actually currently on course. If you want to follow his progress, we'll have the link in the description of this video, but he's been posting video updates on the Cocodona 250 Instagram, so go check it out. Still planning on pre-opening registration in May, so it'll be middle to late May. We'll have all of the pricing information and the link on Ultra sign up, and you'll be able to put your name onto our wait list. So it's the same model as the rest of our events. We don't want to take your money today, but if you are interested, please put your name down. We'd love to see the interest level. If you aren't 100% sure, please don't do so. We would love to see just those who are serious so we can get an idea of the interest level. So anyways, I think that's it for now. I'm sure there'll be more questions. Feel free to email us at any time. We'll do our best to answer those, or comment below. And we'll look to be doing another update video here in about a month on any changes, especially with Silverton, with Tushers, and the other events throughout the summer, the in-person night races. So anyways, Jamil here, Aravaipa. Thank you guys again for your support, and we hope to see you virtually at this point in time.